Hello and welcome, my lovely Taurus. My Hierophant, my bringing heaven to earth, Taurus. This is your energy and card reading for the week of July 29th through August 24th. Through August 4th, 2019. This is also a love reading. Venus moved into Leo on July 28th. Leo rules the heart. So this is a love reading because of all that Leo fire in the sky. This is a general reading for my Taurus and will not apply to all. Please do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Taurus spirit messages, of course. And me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on LifeCraftAction, nurturing ourselves and others, and exercising our will for the highest good. All right, my Taurus. This season began on the 22nd last week of July when the sun moved into Leo. Welcome to Leo season. Moving out of Cancer season. This is fun, excitement, creativity and meaning, passion, limitless energy, and the spotlight is free for the taking. And we also had a warm welcome to Venus in Leo. We will on the 28th. Also leaving Cancer. Leo again rules the heart. Venus in Leo season means passion and warmth of the heart. Lots of passion. It's love that curls your toes and anything that awakens your spirit. Leo is the need to give and receive attention, acknowledgement, validation, and adoration. It sounds nice when you say it. I'm not sure all the time how nice it is, but we said goodbye to Mercury retrograde on July 31st, Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Goodbye, Mercury in retrograde. On the 31st, it goes direct. Also on the 31st, we have a new moon. It's a new black moon, a super moon, because it is the second new moon of the month for July in the Western Hemisphere. Thankfully, it's just a softening into the transformation and healing that we did during Mercury retrograde and eclipse season. This is, you best. Trust yourself. You are strong. Think about the Leo card in tarot, my Tauruses. So set your intentions on the night of July 31st. Your heart, deepest intentions of the heart, your heart's desires. Because it'll come from a place of strength and courage from that Leo energy. Alright, I'm just going to do a past, present, future spread and just see where the energy takes us and what we decide to clarify, my Taurus. My Taurus, bringing heaven to earth. When I read that, I was like, oh, that is so my Taurus. They just make things better. They always do. Let's see what we have to start your energy. The King of Wands. That's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your energy. Either that or you're just all fired up to rule your kingdom. I have the Judgment in reverse. So this is being a little more risque, I think. With the King of Wands and the Judgment in reverse, it tells me that you're kind of fired up and feeling passionate. But moreover, you're also feeling like not taking stock of things, not really looking back on the journey, just kind of just being a little footloose and fancy free, maybe a little directionless for a bit of the summer. I know my Taurus works very hard in my life, so I know she needs a break. 2 more cards for the past energies you're coming into the reading with. The Sun in reverse and the Emperor upright. You're pulling on a lot of fire energy. This is definitely an Aries in your midst. There's just an unhappiness with this fire sign. It's like you're picking up on their energy, but it doesn't quite do for you what it does for them. This is you trying to emulate maybe somebody or like find a way to live that's a little more passionately, but it was the wrong path. You're like, it works for everybody else. I don't know why I just go to sleep when I just drink wine or smoke weed. This is the 5 of Pence in reverse. You're coming out of a sense of lack. You've probably worked for it. Queen of Swords, definitely softening up there a bit. Ace of Swords, this is like kind of not knowing. This is trusting in your ideologies, trusting in your truth, in your own self inside you. It's not having a new idea. It's staying the course towards your happiness, your 10 of Cups. You're on your way there. You're doing the work. You're speaking up. You're researching. You're reading. You're not really standing in your power. You're expressing some sort of vulnerability because what it is you're growing. You're coming out of the cold. You're coming on to an understanding about yourself. Some air sign quality about yourself. Some Queen of Swords. Perhaps you have a sharp tongue, my Taurus. I wouldn't doubt it. But this is you both in reverse, awake and asleep. This is a little too over-focused and a little too under. This is like two extremes. And it's like a sense of meditation. It's not like a bad thing. It's not like an awful thing. These two ladies here on these cards are contemplative. I know this Ace of Swords is in reverse and the Queen of Swords is in reverse. It just means you're not cutting everything and off with their heads and slicing and dicing. It means that you're really thinking about things. You're really contemplating what you want. Right now, you're in a place of, I'm better than I usually am. I'm even a little fired up. I even have a little fire under my ass kind of feeling in this top row. And you're kind of coming out of that lack, but you don't want to waste it. You want to go straight to your 10 of Cups. You don't want to wander around anymore. You've done enough wandering around. The Empress in reverse. You're trying to think more practically in the future. You're trying to think more about the pentacle things in life, and less from an Empress standpoint and more from like a physical standpoint, like an actual physical manifestation of things. You're going to struggle with this because you're in the reverse. Your cards are in the reverse. So you're the Hierophant. You are in the reverse. You are not the one teaching. Well, if you're teaching a bunch of hooey. Why do all these cards are in reverse? What is that? We're going to have to see. You're in some kind of legal or you're getting what you deserve. You may be in some, with the Justice card there, you may be in some legal situation, but I just want to know why these cards are all upside down, okay? Queen of Coins. That's because you're you. You're standing in your power. I don't feel like this Queen of Coins is bothered by the fact that her future is in reverse. Because even with the Justice card in reverse, she's getting what she deserves and she knows she did the work. And the Hierophant is in reverse. She knows she did the work. I'm not sure why my cards are slipping everywhere. She knows she did the work. She's not okay, here it is. Okay. What you're creating is something that has never been seen in you before. You're becoming your own self and stepping into your own power. But when you're stepping into your own self, this is somebody that will not be recognized by anyone else, and that's why your Hierophant is in reverse. Hierophant can be coming back to self, coming back to your inner knowledge and your inner truth, and following it very directly, which you do. But this is new. This is different. This is unrecognizable to everybody. You're somebody completely different. You're about to get what you deserve. And even though this card is in reverse, it's because you've changed. Absolutely, you're thinking of what you deserve. You know you deserve more. You know you're worth more. This is like a whole awakening, a whole enlightening. I have your Three of Wands in reverse next to your Queen of Coins. You're not going to have to wait very long for this moment. For this, it's going to be like, these cards are all in reverse, but they are all in reverse for good reason. Absolutely good reason. The Empress is in reverse because you're coming into new goddess powers. You're coming into new understanding of the Taurian energy, bringing heaven to earth. More heaven than earth, probably, why she's in reverse. Same thing for the Magician. You are creating something new, something with this fire, something with this air, more so than the other elements. But you are absolutely flipping up your usual pattern. Your usual recipes are completely changing, kind of thing, because you're a whole other being. When you came back to yourself and you put your little red ribbon back on, because that's what the Fool wears when he comes back to himself in the Hierophant and understanding himself and his inner truth. You're just a whole other beast, man. And you are the Queen of Coins. This financial security you are not going to have to wait for, because there's something coming to life. I have the Death card in reverse, the Strength card in reverse, and the Seven of Coins in reverse. Okay, so now that's some clarifying things. You're going to go into this Queen of Coin energy. You're not going to have to wait long, because your vulnerability is coming to life. Your ability to not work is coming to life. Beware of injury and beware of... You're going to be harvesting. It's going to be time to harvest, actually. But do beware of injury, because I did pick up on that, because of your not ability to work. But it's going to seem like you're injured, but really, you're just harvesting. It's like you tell people you're sick, but you're really at home writing your screenplay. You're not worried about love at all right now. The vulnerability that you're going to feel, it's like learning. It's some kind of learning. And it's not a typical learning. It's like a meditation practice, or, yeah, it's conceptual. It's a Page of Swords. It's coming into new concepts and new ideas. And it's definitely moony and cloudy and like the shadow side of self. Page of Swords is what I feel. So you're going to come into a knowledge of self that's going to be... You're going to love yourself. It's going to erase the past memories. It's going to erase it's going to remove any painful memories that you may have of the past. It's going to shock you how you're going to be able to forget. Again, I have the King of Swords in reverse and the Empress. Oh, I'm sorry. That is just the King of Swords in reverse. This is important that you're coming in reverse, because you're a new king. You're a whole new concept. It's not, you're going to be a little bit bratty about it. Defensive. I wouldn't say bratty. I would say you're going to defend your new concept wholly with your sword. You're going to be ready for it, because it's changing your life. You changed your life. All right. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. Alright, this tells me that you're not going to be gentle about this, which we knew, because you have all this King of Swords energy kind of pulling you down, kind of holding you at your hilt. The Queen of Coins is not armed, I would like to point out, and that's why you have all those swords and stuff. You're coming back to life. There's something about work not being work. Something about harvesting this, but work not being work, like coming into the energy of knowing what you're meant to do with your life. You know, the thing that you could do nonstop on a treadmill for the rest of your life, you're finding it. And you're not going to be gentle about it. And you're not going to be quiet about it. And you're going to chase it with, like, the fiercest strength. This is a not reading. I'm not going to be the usual Hierophant. I'm not going to be the gentle Queen of Cups. I am not going to be the King of Swords, but somewhere in between the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. Probably the Queen of Swords, but we pulled her, so we're going to move on. Okay. And then rest. Okay, that's the absolute advice from Spirit, is what I was asking for. That is, you do need rest, though. You do need rest. You do have that fire under your ass. It's going to be a little confusing, but make sure you schedule your rest, because the level of change you're going through is going to be kind of exhausting, but it's all inner work. So you're going to feel like you could run a marathon like a Page of Wands, but you're going to be tired like Sleeping Beauty. This is really like energetically like this card is like, I feel like a cool day on a farm and the breeze coming through and you just being like, it's all good. It's like you can look away from that for a little bit and pay attention to something a little more exciting, but not love. This is more like spirit energy, more like I'm going through a biblical change right now. Alright, Taurus. Ooh, that's hefty energy, but it's beautiful energy. Go with it. Please meditate on this because I feel like all of you, this card in reverse, your Hierophant in reverse, is not bad. It's absolutely, people, you're going to change so much spiritually that people are going to think you got, like, plastic surgery. It happens. Your face will change. The resting bitch face will change to not as bitchy. Some of us can never let that go. Alright, Taurus. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, and tip and donate if the spirit moves you. The link is below. That is paypal.me/Bridget Clover Queen. And have an excellent week, my lovely Taurus.